look at another feature of To Do It Yourself, which can be found in Tools. And today we're going to create some puzzles. Suitable for any age really, but particularly useful in early years. So we're going to go into To Do It Yourself, and we're going to start with a really simple jigsaw puzzle. So we're going to go in there, and what we're going to do, we're not going to set it as a to-do, as if I did that, it would ask the children to create their own one, which can be useful, but we want to pre-make one that they've got to complete themselves. So I'm going to select the type. There's a wide variety here, so let's pick a really interesting shape. And when I put that in then, I now need to choose what goes in the background. So here I've got my clip art picker. You could pick one of the pre-made. There are absolutely loads to choose from, colour or not, so you know the topic might be suitable for you straight away, in which case when the pupils loaded that up and press play, they would rearrange the jigsaw. But you might not have a suitable picture in the clip art, and you might want to pop in something from a story you're reading. So it's really simple. You just need to select a picture from your computer, choose a file, and then find where that picture is saved. And when you pop that picture in, zoom that in on my character and the story that we're reading, it'll create that jigsaw, and when the pupils then play it, they've got to put that jigsaw together, and so on. So what we need to do now is set this as a task for the pupils. So I click on the 3 lines, press on share. First thing I need to do is save it. And then I can set it as a to-do in exactly the same way as I've done before. I can put start dates and so on, and then choose my class, and that's it. The children will now have that puzzle to do. So there's loads of other types of puzzles that you can choose from as well. I've got a nice pairs game. So this is a really interesting one, and I can, depending on the age and ability of the pupils, there are examples already made. So if we look at one of the examples, as you can see, what you do first of all is you create it correctly, and then when the children press play, it then muddles them all up. So you have to actually find the correct pair. Until they complete it. So to create your own, you go into pairs. We'll just pick a 4-card one. There's a couple of options here. I can choose from the clip art picker. So say for instance, my topic is animals. I could pop in the picture of the bear, and then I need to complete the matching one. Or the same as before, I could upload a picture as well. So I could upload if there were more suitable pictures for a topic, for instance, where there is no clip art. And then once I've completed it, I can press on the I to add the instructions. I could change the sounds and the timer, etc. if I wanted to here. But as long as I'm happy with it, again, the 3 lines, share, I need to save it, and then I can give it a title. Set any restrictions I want to put on, and then set it for my class. So the other types of puzzles that are really useful, I've got a placing. So for this, if we look at an example that's been created, I've got to put them in the correct place. So when I press play, I've got to move the people where I think they should go. You have a multi-drag, so we've got to create a scene. You could create a character with all clothing, and again, when you go into it, there's loads of examples already made. You can do this with numbers and things like that. For instance, it's really interesting, like the times table, so you can pair them up. And also, and got a shape, so you can put in the shapes that they've got to use to build the tool. So loads of really interesting activities, particularly useful for early years where there may not be that many activities pre-made. It literally takes you a couple of minutes to set up an activity. So hope you enjoy.